Are we recording? Did someone get Thomas singing Britney Spears?
Hi, everyone.
You got a new mic. Look at you.
Hi.
Hi, Wombat.
How we doing?
Oh, just sombering into the dependence of alcohol.
Wait.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
Because you know Friday was my friend's
Oh,
birthday, so
hello, everybody.
yesterday morning, oof,
Oh, Wombat's back
was
now.
hard.
Thanks.
Welcome
That's
back,
what she
Wombat.
said.
Did you
Monday, Saturday.
got the early morning fuck the cameras out of the way?
Thanks, Discord, for randomly choosing to shut down and restart Discord for whatever fucking reason it does that.
Yeah, Discord, can you leave us a DM as to why you decide to update at the most inconvenient time
Today's stream is sponsored by Discord.
It's absolutely not.
By something that's starting by a P and finishing by a D. A B.
Starts with a P and ends with a B?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. Hi, we're doing Book of Time, session 14. Hi, everyone. Last session. Shit happened. What happened, everyone? Callie. What happened?
Bears followed voices, found big creature when she breathed fire at it because frustrated.exe. Backed that thing up into a wall or who knows. Got pushed over an edge, went on the ground. That's it.
Chris, what happened? Mm-hmm. Cool. Cryer. What happened?
First of all, as a nerd, I appreciate the fact Chris said hypothesis, not thesis.
Wow.
Also, Jackson trekked through a desert for what felt like half a day just to collapse from heat exhaustion, and then wake up to get yeeted off a bridge.
Yeah.
And
Thank
that was
you.
my TED talk.
Everyone except for Ogun was in their own private hell. Ogun was just hanging out in the tavern with the curator. And for Ambrose's thing, he's in someplace cold and built an igloo and is freezing to death, and he hears things outside, and he doesn't have the entity or moral. There's a bridge. It's made of teal stone, and it has lights at either end, but every time you go through the lights, you just show up back on the bridge. And every time you get yeeted off of a bridge, you get to see yourself being yeeted off of the bridge up above.
Yeah. Hey.
She always goes before me and takes everything I was gonna say.
Petition to make Nikki go last.
Motion carried.
Carried.
Pretty
Sustained.
sure I did that last time, so.
I'm going with the flow.
Thanks, Thomas.
And Thomas just here. Starting to drown herself. Snaros is doing whatever she does. Mary broke out of a box. Jackson got exhaustion. Ogun broke into a house. One invisible. We decided that's Thomas's go-to move is his invisibility. And something else, I'm sure. But, Nikki stole it all. I got nothing.
Okay. Thomas.
So there was fire,
Yeah.
and I tried to smash through it. Did not work that much. And yeah. That's for Ogun. For the rest of the party, they're doing their thing. It was the most complete recap I ever did.
Well done.
thank you.
Yeah, that basically covers it. Yeah, so we are going to pick back up. Oh wait, before we do, does anyone have any announcements?
We're on our normal schedule now. We're just doing normal things. Thomas had a very important announcement. Thank you, Thomas. We're doing normal stuff now.
New art. That's it.
Hello,
New
fellow
art.
humans.
Faces.
Do you want to eat human food and meet at human place?
Do you want to buy a castle?
That seems out of.
Oh yeah, that's a big announcement, you guys.
Buying a
500,000 pounds
castle.
to have a castle. Who wants to go in on it?
It's
But
only
it's-
Chris who has a problem with it being
Right.
in Wales. Let's make this clear.
Don't be chatting shit about Wales.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Wales? They're awesome.
We could
Yeah, there's only
literally-
sheep. It's great. It's
Perfect
perfect.
reason to buy a castle.
We could play
Castle.
D&D there. We could all
We
have
could
our
sleep.
own room.
We could fill it with bitches. We could do whatever we want.
Okay.
We can put your for sale poster all over castle. We can just sell.
No one's gonna see it but sheep. You're only gonna get sheep answering that ad.
I feel like
I don't know. Nobody else saw it. I made a personal ad for Chris. It's mint.
I feel
Anyway,
like you're like I feel like if I
We're
lived
so-
under the same roof as you guys, it would just be verbal abuse 24/7.
no, we love you.
Mostly from
Only
Wombat.
Wombat is going to verbally abuse you, and only.
I do that anyway, and I don't even live in the same roof as you.
We'll keep you guys in separate parts of the house. It's fine.
Yeah, Wombat will have the west wing and Cry will have the east wing.
And I have the basement. Don't ask questions.
Yes, the basement
Yeah.
troll. Absolutely. Anyway, we're playing a game. We're gonna start. I swear to God.
We'll dig a moat for Thomas to live
Oh
in.
my.
Fill it with lava and fire. I think, like in Minecraft.
We are going to pick back up in a cold place. There is a small-ish igloo with a nesting fearbog in it. As the sound of cracking branches approach from outside.
It's approaching again. Ambrose ducks his head out and goes, "Now listen here. I made the invitation. You can come on in. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not even." He checks. He still has his quarterstaff, right? Puts his quarterstaff in the snow. Not armed. Just here to welcome you on in.
Wind just blows, more snow continues to fall. You can't see anything.
He starts going closer to the noise. Do you have my Corby? Do you know what a Corby is? So Corby is this rat-bodied individual. They're kind of about this big, and they have a little beak and feet that have little claws on them, and they titter around like titter titter. Yeah.
And as you step out of the igloo saying all this, the sound of these breaking branches stops briefly, and instead the sound appears from behind you, moving closer to you, getting louder.
Turns around, and he continues to describe what Corbies are. So they eat meat mostly, and they talk. They can talk. He says hello. He's real good at it.
And as you turn around, once again, this stepping, this breaking of branches stops briefly before appearing behind you once again, getting louder.
Is it because of the fire? Are you afraid of fire? What if I come to you? Would that help? I can help you over. He turns around and he goes back the other way.
And as you turn around, the snapping of branches stops briefly before appearing behind you once again, starting to get closer.
Ambrose is just gonna start looking for footprints. Like, this thing was just here. So
Yeah, just roll in the snow. We'll call it. I'll let you choose between survival and investigation.
survival for sure. It's a 27.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Looking at the ground, there is footsteps. Sort of in the snow, as sort of where you heard this snapping coming from. But looking at them, this sound was approaching you. However, these footsteps are facing the other way.
Oh. They're not mine, right?
No, they
Okay.
are smaller than yours.
He goes walking out in the direction of the footprints that he sees. And he picks his quarterstaff back up, puts it on his back, though, doesn't have it in his hands. And he goes and grabs a stick from the fire so he can have some light. And just starts walking in that direction. Like, hey, it's okay. It's all right. We can talk.
And as you're walking along, are you sort of looking down at the ground, following the tracks, or are you looking up and around, sort of surveying your surroundings?
A little bit of both. Like, he'd walk a little bit forward, then stop and kind of look around, and then do a little bit more, depending on how long the footprints go.
You're walking, following these tracks, and then eventually they begin to fade, and you hear the cracking of branches approaching from behind you.
Just stops. What kind of game is this? Are you okay? Do you need help? What? I don't understand. What if I and he tries to cast augury using his little fire to light his incense. Does anything happen?
What is he aiming to know from the augury?
Should I follow this thing?
Okay. Generally, when you cast augury, there is if whatever is answering you, which typically would be the entity, however, you don't seem to be able to reach them in this place, but generally when you get a response, if it's something that it agrees with, it's sort of warm feeling. And you get that warm feeling, but it quickly fades to an ice-cold shock that just courses throughout your body.
I'm supposed to run away? My fire's over there. Moral, are you here? He keeps going in the direction that the footsteps stop.
Okay.
keeps going.
And you keep following the path that these tracks were following, but as they begin to fade out, you're soon walking blind. And the only thing that you can hear is no longer even the howling of the wind, but it's the snapping of these branches behind you.
He starts walking backwards.
And as you walk
Hello?
backwards, a blast of this cold air, this snowstorm, begins picking up, clouding your vision. And you awake feeling stone beneath your feet. And as you open your eyes, your vision clears. You can see dark teal stones. And you hear the voices of your friends behind you.
Shakes the snow off himself. Hello?
Everyone on the bridge, Ambrose has appeared, and you hear hello.
You hear that?
Oh, hi. Hey. Have you seen Boral?
Daenerys isn't with us, right? Is she? I don't
No,
remember.
she.
No, she wasn't. She's not
Yeah,
with
she was
us yet.
pushed over. She fell, took damage, and went unconscious. She's not there though.
Who is on the bridge? It's Mary or Mork.
Everyone but Snaros right now. And Mark.
Okay, Ogin's here. Okay. Can we I was someplace cold, maybe she's someplace cold too. Can you just tell her to just turn around and walk backwards? That worked for me, and then I poofed here. Just tell her that.
Snaros. Oh, yeah, go. Oh. Snaros. This pain from this impact racks through your body. It hurts to move. But the gritty texture of the floor that you landed on begins to fade and change. Instead of the dirty, gravelly... Yep, muted.
No, I'm talking very quietly. I'm just about to think, is it stone? Teal stone?
Yes.
It is. Teal stone.
And suddenly, in a pool of blood, Snaros appears.
Hey, it worked.
That's so good. Is Neto still unconscious since she went on the ground?
You were, but you are coming to. All that you really feel is this clean-cut stone and the warmth of your blood draining out onto it.
Ambrose, if she sees her bleeding, will run over and pick her up and give her a healing word. I'm gonna throw a third level heal. That's 3d4 plus 5, love. Go for it.
3 plus 4 plus 5? Okay.
3d4 plus 5.
Okay. D&D and Beyond, roll me an 8 on the
Oof.
3d4.
Yeah, so then add 5 to that.
So, as she's starting to get up, she's like, oh, by set tet, and then just getting bombarded by Ambrose. Like, Ambrose, and ouch.
Are you okay? Let me see your teeth. Are your teeth okay?
I I'm fine.
Have you
I
seen
know how to-
Moral?
No, Ambrose, I have not.
I'm getting
I couldn't
real
see
worried.
anything.
Yeah, it was real. It was real weird. It was lots of trees and snow, and nothing else, and just crackling branches. And then the wind got real bad, and then I was here, but
Sounds
I
nice.
didn't get beat up so bad. What happened to you?
I had to walk around the dark following voices.
You heard something talk?
I was in pitch black. And
Did
I
it
heard
say
voices.
hello or I'm Moral?
No, it said a lot of things, and then when I blew fire at it, it turned out to be a big blob creature of some unknown origin.
Oh, that's not my guy. No. All right. Well,
No, it's definitely not. And I'm pretty sure it pushed me. That's why I'm so hurt.
It pushed you?
Yeah. She's starting to
Dude.
get up.
Did everybody else have to walk around in the dark and hear voices?
Walk, yes. Dark, no.
Oh, so we were all walking somewhere.
Bark, yes. Fuck, no. Just drowning myself.
Drown.
Yes.
That is an unhealthy
little
way
nap.
of coping.
Ambrose looks over at Mork. Where's what hey there, friend. Hi. And looks at Ogun, who is in his human form, right?
He is human, yes. Well,
You
ish.
okay, Featherman?
He's unconscious, I guess.
Yes, I am. I'm okay.
You're okay. All right.
And you? Are you okay?
I'm a little worried.
I don't know either. I'm trying to know what's happening. I'm trying to figure it out.
Charlie, that was the right answer.
Does Jackson see like a loose rock or branch somewhere, or just anything someone might trip over?
Yeah, I mean,
No reason.
this bridge is sort of clean. It's like it's completely clean cut. There's no sort of even loose bricks in it. There's nothing. The only things that are there that would potentially cause this sort of hazard are from your what you lot have sort of brought. So in Ambrose's case, it's the snow that's now melting, the blood from Snaros, chunks of metal from Mary, a little bit of soot from Ogin, some more blood from Serenia, and sand from you.
Do I have my staff at least?
Yes, everyone's got their equipment.
Alright, Jackson, after just throwing up and resting on the rail of the bridge, is going to push himself off. I have an idea. Mork, come with me. And he's just going to walk over to one of the ends of the bridge. Now, when I say... Once they get there, he's just going to say, now when I say go, I need you to charge at the other end as fast as you can. Are you ready?
So,
Yeah.
so when you say to the edge of the bridge, do you mean
No, not the edge of the bridge, like the
edge-
end of the bridge.
Okay, where like the gates are. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Right, are you ready? Go. And the second he takes off, Jackson's gonna lay his stuff on the ground to trip him once he passes through the gate.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you lay your stuff down on the ground. Morg, I guess roll me. I'll say dex saving throw just to see if you don't trip over it while you're running.
We apparently don't have Chris's audio. Sorry to interrupt.
I can hear you.
He can hear you, but
At Twitch.
on the internet.
In Streamlabs is the mic thing for you muted.
Just go to your settings and put it back to
Oh,
default.
yeah, just change the actual source.
So it wasn't perfect. Look at that.
Something has to go wrong every time.
Why the fuck would some guy named
When
Murphy
you-
make a law that shit goes wrong?
On your actual mic, like that little bar that goes, there's a settings wheel next to that. Click on that and just make sure that it's set to your mic.
Because some
So that, yeah. Just put it on your mic. We're gonna find out from Twitch if it's working. But can you hear Chris?
and because some
Talk,
guy
Chris.
named
Chris,
Murphy
talk.
had a really bad day.
No. Your bar's moving though, right? It's picking up your sound? Oh, okay, then it's not working. So it's not on default, right? It's on your mic? Change it back to default. What happens?
Try removing it and then adding it back again.
Can't remove it. No.
No, your microphone.
No, thank you, Buck. This is good to know. That would have been very tragic if we had gone through the entire game and we didn't get to hear Chris go. Anyway.
Maybe the viewers just have to smack the corner of their screens.
No,
Not
it's
even-
his.
not
It's
the
his
corner.
Streamlabs. Because if it's not picking it up in Streamlabs, then something's wrong in Streamlabs.
I mean, I would say just close it and restart it. But...
Yeah.
Mm.
Why don't we just do that? But if we're losing the stream and we don't have your voice, then what's the point of having the stream?
I mean, I don't know.
Nothing is muted on your side in the bottom.
No,
Even if it
Nothing.
was muted, the bar would be moving.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm just pressing random buttons now and just hoping that something happens.
Oh, we know Callie doesn't have a video. That's normal.
Yeah, I took away because I was putting the mini minion down for breakfast.
Desktop is moving though, right? You have a bar for desktop.
Yeah,
on Streamlabs.
yeah, that's moving.
Try just adding a new input source. So
That's what I was just gonna say. Just add an audio source. Put us. Well, you're gonna be able to see that if you move it in Streamlabs, but
Come on.
you
It
hear
says
him. You hear him. He's on. He's on. He's on. You can
How?
hear Chris.
How?
Nothing has changed. I work with computers. I haven't changed anything. Ugh.
Okay, it's working now.
Okay,
Nobody
I'm
move.
not touching
All
anything.
right, play
He's
the game.
back.
Play the game.
Don't breathe.
Okay,
Holy
Breathe
shit.
nothing.
deck save apparently. I have advantage against effects I can see. Can I see him like poking out the fucking stick?
Sleight of hand check.
Bork going to
I-
be paid to have attention to reach will default.
I'll give you. Yeah. Okay. Cry. Yeah. Just do. I guess stealth.
Alright,
I'm not very perceptive, so
16.
yeah, I do see it. Let's do a deck save. It's a 4.
Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah. So, Mork, you start running. Where did you place the staff again?
I literally would have just thrown it so it was laying like in the middle of the gate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you begin running, Mork, and you get all the way to the end of the bridge. The rest of the party sort of standing off to the side, and as you get to the gate at the end, something catches your foot, you lose your balance, and you tumble through the gate and find yourself on the far side of the bridge once again.
Don't ever throw me off a bridge again. Now that pettiness is out of the way, perhaps now that we are all here, we can figure out a way out of this mess.
Wait, that portal full of light just goes to that portal full of light?
Yes, it would seem so. And being thrown down only makes you appear up.
Who would jump off the bridge?
No one voluntarily.
Only morons.
Did. Oh.
What if we all
That was
held
me.
hands? What if we all held hands real tight and then tried to walk through together? Maybe it's the power of friendship that we need to get through.
I
want to
think
say no, but I don't think anyone else is going to come up with any better ideas, so sure, we'll try it.
that's a great plan. Jackson, gives your hand. And there's this giant claw dripping with
no.
oil thing, just like Edward Scissorhands. Come on.
You know what, friend? I don't want to get my gloves dirty.
Ambrose takes his hand. It's all right. I got you. That was
Serenia will reach out and grab his other hand.
I'd also
Fine.
take Ambrose's other hand. And she'll hold out a hand for Jackson and be like, come over here.
He takes it. Wait, where's
Is
Ogun
it wide
in
enough?
this?
Is the bridge wide enough that we could all go through together?
They could make a huddle.
Through the gate at max, could probably fit 4 of you.
All right,
Someone
we'll
has to
hold
hold
on
on
real
to us
quiet.
from behind.
Who's got Ogun? I mean Featherman.
He's just playing on a Game Boy or something, and we have to drag him around.
Somebody get Featherman. Let's go.
Serenia will take her other hand and grab Ogie.
All right, on 3. 1, 8, 3.
Don't think that's so.
And everyone
1,
starts
2,
running.
3.
We all
1,
forget
2,
my
3,
staff's there and trip over it.
No, that does not do.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Okay. So you all pass through this gate together, or as together as you can.
Mm.
You do not appear at the other side of this bridge.
Holy shit, that worked.
I can't believe that worked.
But there's nothing.
Oh my god, look at Nikki's face!
There is
Look at our
nothing
bridges.
beneath your feet.
We should have
Right.
just thrown Jackson off the edge a couple more times, just to double check.
So,
And-
oh, sorry, you go on.
No.
I was gonna ask, like, do we feel like we're falling?
Yes.
Ah, lovely.
Insert Tom Petty here.
And to the side, you see a bridge. And as you fall, you pass another bridge, and another bridge,
Oh no.
and another
Is it
bridge.
is it the same
another
bridge?
Is it a
It's the
teal
that
bridge?
you were just standing on.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
it's a bridge made of teal stone. The two
Every single bridge that we pass have a big puddle of melting snow and blood on it.
No.
Oh, my brain. Wait.
You are now falling, and you pass bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge. Although, generally, there's the whole as above, so below deal that you've noticed before. That's not happening this time. There's no one that's jumped off a bridge below you, there's no one that's jumped off a bridge above you. It's just you. And you fall, and you fall, and you fall for what feels like, who knows, could be seconds, minutes, days, months, years. But you're falling.
And how many long rests fit in a year?
It's a good point of a passage of time. Is we're not really doing anything extraneous. We're just obeying the laws of gravity, which we do normally every day,
Even when we're sleeping.
even when we're
True.
sleeping.
You see them just sleeping like this in the void.
See Jackson try to play fucking chess while he's falling down. Like, ah.
Alice in Wonderland type shit.
Everyone have a long rest.
Fuck, that actually worked.
Uh-oh.
Really?
that is wrong.
No one concerned by that?
I'm
I
concerned.
said, wait, what? I'm concerned. Are you serious?
I mean, I'll take it,
but and I'm not domino. I'm gonna cast Misty Step to get out.
I
Where I
don't
am.
like
On the land.
You with Misty Step would not be able to reach any.
It's
form of
further than 30 feet. We jump more than 30 feet.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, if you have a long rest, you can just use it again, can't you? Move yourself closer over time.
Yes, I can go closer over time.
If it's worth noting for just story's sake, when they're falling, she pulled Ambrose closer to get her hand more around his shoulder, and she has a hold of Jackson's arm instead of his hand now. Because those are two people she had hold of, and she's like, shit.
Okay.
100 question mark? Long rest?
Yes. I said.
Oh, I'm just double checking.
Yeah.
39. That's all.
I am
Otherwise, we're just free
holding
falling.
a spell, a third level spell.
You what, sorry?
I am holding a third level spell.
Okay. And as however long passes, eventually you pass a bridge, and there's no more bridges below it. And suddenly, you're just in a void of darkness. There's no. The sort of bridges were the only thing that was really
Like a point of reference.
point of reference and proof that you were in fact moving. now, like, it's not a case of where you're falling and you can feel wind. It's just now you're whether or not you're falling, whether or not you're rising, you are essentially just suspended in the air.
Well then. Any other ideas?
Hey, Sparky, if I can
Prefer-
get you over to that bridge safely, can you see if you can figure out your smart stuff and get us over there?
We don't see a bridge anymore.
Yeah, there's no
You-
bridge anymore.
you
We
lot
passed the final
have-
one.
You passed the last bridge.
And there's nothing here. Do
No.
we want to get up on that bridge, that last bridge? Because I can get somebody up there.
Do we see it if we look up?
It's dark.
It's just, yeah. We basically only see ourselves in black.
Cast prestidigitation and just like try to make an array of like brightly colored sparks.
Yeah. These
Work.
multiple different colored sparks, some of them just shift in color as they appear or shoot out of your hands and briefly float off into this darkness.
Only get one person back up there, so whoever thinks they can get the rest of us back up if we need to go.
I don't know how we'd get anyone else back up.
Well, we can send somebody up to just kind of look around. And then if there's nothing there, they can just, float on back.
It's true.
If we
This is
try,
something
can we
we've
move
got.
around the darkness?
Yeah. It's like swimming.
So we
Try-
can swim up.
Try swimming up, yeah.
Not well, yes, you can, but it's more of like doing so you can't see anything else. Like
Right, it doesn't feel like we're moving because nothing's changing.
yes.
So it's not like being on a treadmill, but swimming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. That helps. I can... Yeah.
Well, wherever we are, must be
And like-
magical
and-
or...
And we yes, we see anything. So it is just dark that we see.
Yep.
Yes.
But there is light.
The only thing that any of you can see is each other. Everything else is dark.
Wherever we are doesn't seem to have conventional rules of physics. Perhaps physically getting to wherever we're trying to isn't the answer.
Okay, we're gonna get
If I like start thinking really hard about like moving towards the bridge or being on the bridge, anything, or am I still just floating in darkness?
You are floating in darkness.
I've got something.
We want to send somebody back up?
Does anyone
Who's the best
volunteer?
choice?
I mean, I'll go if nobody else wants to go.
You stay here with the group and stay safe as we can. I'll go up.
Maybe we send someone with brains.
Well, that's not you.
Who do you suggest, Morg?
I won't saying me.
Just
I'm very smart.
curious who he's gonna pick. I'm just curious.
And then very
Who do
loudly,
you pick?
but sort of try to be quiet, but then not very quiet, just says, I just mean, not the big cow.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I will go up.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Ambrose holds up his hands, holds a little bit of spores to his nose, and then holds them out and goes. And she's a gaseous form. And she can float. She's a little cloud. She's a little poop. and
A little white poop.
I can concentrate on this for an hour. So for an hour, she can float like a poop.
Okay.
And the poop goes up.
The poop goes up.
That should be the tagline for this session.
Poop goes up.
To be
This
fair, what's
Can we
going through
please
my
not
head
mention
is
things going
swim down. But you know, I'm finding Nemo in my head too much.
it is a good movie though.
It is.
Yeah.
Just keep swimming.
So
just
all
keep
of a sudden,
swimming.
Snaris, you find yourself in a sort of vaporous form, and in this weird wherever you are, where you are perpetually floating. You are now perpetually floating, but as a ball of gas, and have a weirder understanding that you are moving.
We are still going down? Or just weird because I'm trying to go up?
You have like an understanding that you aren't able to move.
So she doesn't see us like pulling away or anything.
No.
Okay.
Just, there just poop. Does not look happy.
While we're
You
not
see an
taking,
angry face
surface
appear in the
syndicate.
gaps of the gas.
Like in cartoons when
It
they
gets
open up like a
angry eyebrows.
poison bottle and it just has a little cloud of.
That's exactly it. She's not happy.
I think it's
Can I start
working.
ritually casting Detect Cursed?
Yeah.
Ambrose tries to get underneath where Poots Naros is and blows, like, trying to get her, helping her to go up.
Boots Natus is going to move to the side because that she doesn't know how to feel about that.
All right.
Yeah. Boots Natus would like to detect magic and see what hell she
Well,
releases.
then Ambrose will drop Gash's form if it's not working, so that way Snaros can do things. Alright, that didn't work. Good effort.
Okay. Yeah, so you cast Detect Magic, you sort of close your eyes, focus on the gem embedded within your chest. And as you open your eyes and look around, there is a sense of conjuration, as well as sort of abjuration. And it's very minor.
Well, what do the words mean?
It's sort of just a general presence around you. You're not really getting it from anywhere in particular.
I figured at least she didn't get flashbanged. Which that could have been an option as well. So, in good news, she's not flashbanged. Bad news, this is also bad. Q status been like, well, not sure what's going on exactly, but it's conjuration and a small bit of abjuration magic.
Go up? Can we go down?
No.
After hearing that, Jackson's going to cast counter spell.
What
On what? On every. I cast Counterspell on the darkness.
Does it? You attempt to. Does it actually?
I cast counter spell on this bullshit.
Yeah,
I cast
okay,
counter spell on life. Uno reverse, no you.
Yeah, okay. So, Serenia, you have been channeling this ritual to detect curses. You don't see what you're expecting. You don't see a sort of... The only readings you get is... You get a reading from Sneros's chest, where a particular gem may or may not be.
Hmm?
And you get a reading from Ogin's left hand.
So, with Detect Curse, once I find a curse, I make a DC 20 intelligence check, and I can determine the exact type of curse and effect.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot I had a curse.
24 on the first one, and 21 on the second one.
Cool.
Thank
The
you.
first
Plus
one
5 to
is
intelligence.
Sneros's.
Yeah, so I learn what it is and exactly what it does.
Yeah. So it is simply a curse of binding. It is essentially forces an item to be attached to the recipient. And as for Ogin's, this one is different. It is a... How do I describe it? It's not a typical type of curse. There is a sort of aura of shadow around it. It's we'll call it a curse of... It's a curse of marking. And from what you can tell, this curse is designed to make people stand out who are afflicted by it, and it's designed as a way of making it easier for people to find them.
Serenia's just gonna keep that to herself and go, well, it seems like a bust. I've got no ideas. We shall just...
Who did the detect magic? Was it Snaros?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say out loud what it was?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Yeah. Just gonna spend some time, try to do big brain thinking, to be like, hang about. If you can conjure things, I'm gonna try and conjure a giant BLT sandwich with my brain.
You don't eat, but sure.
Oh, he's always hungry though.
Yeah. You know what? Roll me a D100.
Well, wait, I'll do that. I never have. I hate rolling D100s in person. D100. 45.
Seemingly out of nowhere, a sandwich appears. Sort of, almost a hole in this void opens up, and out floats a sandwich.
When I think about the castle,
I am so smart. He's going to try and eat the sandwich, but he's going to show everyone the sandwich that he just made with his brain.
And Snedos think about the Book of Time. She saw a sandwich appear out of nowhere. She's like,
and I think about the curator.
Remember, kids, a BLT is a slippery slope to blank.
I'm going to also think about a BLT,
Yes!
but without the bacon.
Yes!
Just
This
an
is not an
LT.
intended mechanic.
Vegan bacon.
Goal-oriented and the hungry. This is what this is. The goal-oriented
bacon.
versus the hungry.
Cool. Ambrose. BLT appears.
Yeah. Well, I take
Um,
the bacon off and give it some mork.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I put it in my pocket. I'm out of pocket bacon. Put it in my pocket.
What a sad day.
Snaros. You think on the Book of Time. You do not know what the Book of Time looks like. You do not know what it is, other than it is a book about time.
Yep.
A book appears in the void in front of you.
It's a bunch of bedtime stories.
That's a good idea. Do some light reading while we're trying to figure this out. That's good.
Opening the book, the pages are blank.
She's amused. After getting her own head rocked and everything and being battered, she's amused by this. This is nice.
What was the name of the guy we spoke to before we ended up here?
Boop, boop, boop. He's the gatekeeper?
Well, Jackson-
Boris.
Oh, we're looking for the gatekeeper, right? No, it was the gatekeeper we talked to.
No, we're looking for.
I'm thinking about my father on that. And I know, I kind of know him, I think.
Roll me a D100 minus 20.
We don't know the name of the keeper, do we? Because I don't have that in my notes.
I know his-
Simply known as the keeper.
Yeah. So, D100. That will be hilarious.
I have a really whack thing to try when he's done with this.
So, that is
Same.
90 minus 20.
Go for it.
That's 70.
Okay. You think on your father.
I think on his mother. I'm sorry, Hachi.
There is a. It's hard to explain, but in this darkness of this void, there is a darkness of a void that only you can see. And as it opens, your father stands before you. There had better be a good reason for this.
I don't know, I was just trying things around and see if we could, like, make people appear.
So we all see this?
No, this is something that only Ogin can see.
Okay.
Did we see the BLTs?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
BLT.
Well, I trust that.
We can go back. It was just a test.
Thank you for wasting my time.
I thought
And
you
as
question where he was. He's just like, what the fuck you done now?
as this rift closes, you feel a burning pain in your hand.
Yes.
You take 8 points of fire damage. Okay, Nikki.
Oh, Sparky, you want to go first, or you want me to go?
I was just going to say Jackson thinks about the gatekeeper.
Oh, okay. Ambrose is going to try and remember his mom.
Okay. The two of you separately think about people. This, although there is something that you can, a semblance of creation in this place, you can summon things by power of thought. It does not seem like it's capable of creating complex things.
So it feels like it's trying to make something, but it can't.
Yes.
Okay.
I have it. We just overload the processes.
And Ambrose goes through, like, okay, next up, after mom, moral. Next up, dad. Next up, the Jarl. Next up, like, just
Mark's just making another
Trying to-
BLT. This is great.
Daenerys is going to think of a dragon egg.
Okay.
From everything she studied.
Appearing in front of you, Steros, is what looks like the sketches in the books that you've read. And it looks like some sort of large egg. You can assume that it's probably a dragon egg.
Looks at it, like gently taps on it.
It feels hollow and a lot lighter than you thought it would have been.
okay. So look at my god list. Hold on.
I'm gonna toll the dead in the darkness.
No,
A bell rings. Suddenly,
we're all dead.
the entire place blows up. No. Yeah, you try this.
I'm trying things like spellcasting.
Yeah, yeah. The as you're trying to cast these spells, you are successful. You can cast these spells, although
I don't have a target. I cannot pinpoint a target.
it's almost like there is a wood of some sort that just swallows the spells as they travel outward.
When we're done, maybe
Okay.
we should think of a way out.
Another BLT.
Serena's just gonna keep thinking of being back on the bridge. Like, going back to what she was doing. Like,
Okay.
thinking about being flat-footed on the bridge.
Oh, what if we used our brains to make another one of those lap portals? What if we all get together and all together just make another one of those things? And then we can poof out of here.
And we can make it to where it takes us to the. It's not just remember the name of the person that we're going to, but I do not right now.
What if we use our thought brains to bring us another bridge? Just a whole nother one.
How about a door to the person we need to go to? That'd be a lot quicker.
All right. Ambrose thinks of a door.
A wooden door appears in front of you, Ambrose.
He opens the door.
You see the other side of this black dark void with your friends.
It didn't work.
Jackson thinks of a
Meadows.
callus behind the door.
Ambrose, you spawn in this door and suddenly a boot just boom straight through it. Please take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as the door smacks you in the face. No.
Neros is going to imagine a portal that leads them to where they need to go. Does that work?
The framework of a gateway, similar to what you saw, appears. Though it's lacking the blinding light that was on the bridge.
Does she put her hand through it?
You put your hand through it, it comes out the other side. You've essentially got an inactive portal.
Can she think about it being active?
Serenia will see Snaros fiddling with this door, and she'll start thinking about the portal working.
Snaros, is your hand still through the door?
No, she would have taken it away.
Okay, good.
Chop off my girl's hand.
This portal in front of you begins to come to life. It's almost there, not quite.
Serenia's gonna smack Jackson. Stare at the
Focus on
thing.
portal working.
Just think about it and stare at it, please. I want to go home.
Okay then. Jack starts thinking about an active portal.
Ambrose, darling, you too, please. Just
Oh, sorry,
Stare
I'm
at
so
it.
pissed about sandwiches. It's really hard.
stare at it and pretend it works. Ogeen, do the same, please,
Featherman.
darling.
Featherman, can you do the thing too? I don't know if my thoughts are gonna be strong enough. Maybe we need some smart people too.
There is chickens appearing.
Live chickens. He's a vegetarian.
I'm gonna do it. Like just broccolis everywhere.
Four things.
Like a broccolis with two little legs.
My nightmare fuel.
I've got him.
You gonna go get him? You gonna go get your broccoli?
Oh my
This.
God.
This
Hey!
thing.
That's
This fucking monstrosity.
Fuck, I haven't seen them in ages.
He's
and I got a
back.
screenshot of him.
Go again. Broccoli's back. Tell a friend.
When you're done with that sandwich, can you look at this portal and think about portals?
Oh, I've been so stupid. Wasting my time with sandwiches. And he's going to try and conjure up a very frail looking marigold.
A robotic husk appears in front of you.
I'm sick of being in your stomach. And he's just going to start trying to just choke it out.
You, in this rage, just everyone who's watching this sort of out the corners of your eyes, or if you're not really focusing on it, but you can see it. You see Marigold appear, well, a husk appear, and as Mork goes to try and like choke it, instead what happens is, as he strikes this this husk, he squeezes it so hard that it just shatters.
Does Serenia see this happen?
Depends if you're focusing on that portal.
Yeah.
The minute she saw something go for what she assumes is Mary, she probably would have stopped, to be honest.
The portal begins to grow weaker.
And just like for my pea-sized brain here, Mork doesn't look like Mary, right? Like they look
No.
different.
Like Mork is essentially a giant scrap metal monstrosity.
Serenia's gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip at Mork.
Yeah.
Can you make me an intelligence saving throw?
We've been doing big brain thinking today. Oh, it was so close. 11. It rolled from an 18 to a 10.
You take 17 points of psychic damage.
Cool. It's like
And
I
she
didn't
just
have the
looks-
long rest.
And she just looks at Mork, and her eyes are just staring like emotionless anger blobs, and her hands are crunching so hard into her hands that blood starts to drip from her palms.
He is so happy because he just shattered the thing and he's just like, yeah. I'm in charge now. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, my brain. Okay.
Never again.
You're right. Thinking is a bit too hard. I've been doing too much of it today. And then start
No.
focusing on the portal like everyone else is.
Serena's gonna think about the portal, but she's going to stare at Mork. But also, you can only move or take an action or a bonus action, and you don't get any reactions. Basically,
All right.
you're in space.
Very nice. As everyone focuses in on this portal, it hums to life, but instead of a blinding white light as it was on the bridge, it is a dark teal glow.
Jackson's gonna start like swimming through it.
Serenia will follow right after Jackson.
We should all go together again, or else we're gonna just wind up back in the same place.
Just going forward. We don't have time.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
As everyone treks through or swims through this portal,
Sanders is staying behind because she's going to try one last thing before going through.
sure, everyone goes through. What do you want, Sanders?
What happens if she thinks of the curator shard he took from Bleakford?
A shard appears. Just a gem.
Okay, then she goes through.
Cool.
She keeps it though.
Doesn't still exist when we go through though.
As you all
Do we still exist?
go through this portal, you all appear in a new place. There is a long corridor. It twists. It
What with the sun?
yeah, okay. Yeah, it twists and turns. It's lined with these sort of crumbling pillars. And when I say that the hallway twists and turns, I don't mean it like turns like around corners. I mean it twists and
Around an
turns.
axis, yeah.
It's a sort of rather non-Euclidean structure. And walking through, sort of as you begin progressing further down this corridor, you can see a sort of. You begin seeing bones and corpses in various states of decay. And there is sort of a momentary point where you stop after what you see, and there is several. You count about. Could be your eyes playing tricks on you, it could be something else, but you count around 6 or 7. And there is these strange, deformed, and twisted humanoid figures. All have multiple limbs, all of them jagged, and seeing them shuffle around is they move very the movements are very twitchy, very spontaneous. There's no sort of discernible pattern. The sort of forms of these creatures, these humanoids, they're not really visible. They're sort of shadow. They're sort of just, they are. Not they are. That's the best way that I can put it.
Do they look similar to the one that Thanos revealed when she blew fire at it?
No.
Oh, well, shit.
Ambrose is going to walk up and ask one for directions.
And as you sort of study this room a bit first, you see that there is 3 pedestals. Each have a artifact above them. And as you begin, Ambrose, walking towards one of these creatures, you kick, or like you, as you're walking, you sort of knock a bone, causing a sort of clattering as the rest of these bones are sort of shook by your walking, and then all of these creatures snap and they turn their head and look straight at you.
Hi, I'm Ambrose. Ambrose Hollabow. We're trying to find the keeper. Do you know this person?
And as you speak, they begin rapidly moving towards you, saying nothing.
Jackson's gonna like try and stand next to her with his staff at the ready.
Ambrose, love, you should back up now.
No, they're coming to help.
You can't know
No,
that.
darling.
Thanos is drawing her bow if she has it.
It's squishing time. Do it.
We don't mean to fight you, but could you kindly stop progressing on us?
And Jackson, as you sort of
Oh fuck.
walk up saying this, their attention snaps and they turn their heads to you and begin walking towards you.
More quick, say something.
Everybody stop moving.
Charge! And he just sman like a bowling ball into a set of pins, just charges right into the middle of them.
No.
As you say, everyone stop moving, Serenia. They all turn and snap their heads to you and begin walking towards you.
Is there something Snaros can pick up off the ground?
There's a
And
bunch of
throw.
bodies and bones.
Cool. She gonna grab a bone and throw it to the other side for it to make noise away from him.
Cool. They snap their heads and begin turning around. And then suddenly Mork barrels past you, planking away with a bunch of bones and stuff on the ground being disturbed. These things turn and they begin heading towards you, Mork.
Jackson's gonna yell out, "Mork, wait!" and at the same time cast Gasp on the other, like, opposite side of the shadowy things and try and, like, blow as many bones as he can.
Yeah, blow those bones. Sorry.
Yeah, so you say, Mork, wait, and as you cast Gust, these things all turn their heads, look at you, begin walking. You cast Gust, blowing some bones
Say it.
further away.
He's just gonna keep casting it, like, move the bones back and forth.
Okay.
God damn it.
So,
If they're distracted by the bones, what are the 3 artifacts?
go and have a look.
So she's gonna.
Is Mork still charging as well? Yeah?
Sort of
Cool.
like
Their attention...
the James McAvoy sort of run in Split, where he's like leaping, bounding towards them like a dog.
Okay. Yeah, so they sort of their attention splits. There's some of them that move towards Mork, others continue chasing the bones that Jackson's moving.
Serena is going to cast message focused on Mork. And just in his head, he'll hear, "You may have killed my best friend, but I don't want to die today. Could you fucking freeze, please?"
Hmm.
You can reply to this message.
Just get
The comeback of Mojla is like,
you just get the sound of if you've put a spoon in the garbage disposal. Best I could think of.
Are they still, like, staring at Mork, staring at the bones?
Their attention has been split. So yeah, they are. There's some of them that are sort of staring at Mork, heading towards him. There's others that are chasing the bones that Jackson keeps on moving.
What do these things look like they're made out of? Do they also look like they're made out of bone? Do they look like they're made out of, like, tree root?
There's no really discernible form to them. They are just sort of these shadow abominations.
Snaros is going to quietly move to the pedestals to see what the artifacts are, because maybe one can help with these shadow creatures.
Oh, roll me stealth.
Sure.
Are there any sconces in the room?
No.
natural 20 for 28.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, you move across the this room towards these pedestals, and looking at them, there is a few artifacts on them. So there is one which is this sort of small cubic bowl. There is one which is a small idol of someone. And then there is another one which is a small glass sphere.
Does she recognize the person the idol is of?
Give me a religion check.
Oh, that thing. Okay. 14. So it's with disadvantage because, you know. Thanks, Wombat.
You're welcome. Yeah, looking at this idol, sort of examining it in your hands, you can't really tell who it is or what it is of. It is simply an idol of a female figure. It's this sort of made out of this similar to the bridge. It's this sort of dark teal stone.
I assume there's no, like, etchings in it, carvings, nothing to, like, a symbol or anything. Okay. Stuck in a room full of magical artifacts, and I don't know what any of them do.
Just pick them all up.
Sure. Honestly, she probably would pick up the idol and the glass sphere.
You got time. You got a big fridge just charging at the stuff, so you got time.
Yeah,
She would pick up
speaking.
those two and detect magic. Nothing
Okay.
go wrong.
Yeah, cool. So there is so we'll go to Mork real quick. You charge headfirst into this group, and as you do, you rush forward, and as you go to strike these things, your hand just goes straight through it. But you feel something grab a hold of each of your arms, and one of them grab a hold of your head as you feel something pulling you.
No! No! I'm gonna activate my Eldritch Claw and try and just, like, the purple energy just starts flowing through his arms, and he just starts wildly trying to smash everything off. Okay, because, yeah, he sees the target, he runs at it as soon as his arm goes through it, he just goes, oh shit. Like, it's that sort of moment.
When that happens, Jackson's gonna stop using Gus and try casting Chaos Bolt.
Okay. So suddenly, these bones stop clacking around the room, and these creatures all snap their head around, seeing Mork and begin charging towards him. Jackson, you cast Chaos Bolt. What are you targeting?
I'm just targeting one of the things that grab him.
Okay, which one?
Right one.
Cool. You target the one that's grabbing his right arm.
Right.
Roll to hit.
Right. 13.
Nope. This chaos bolt sort of begins moving towards this thing, but it passes through it. Mork, you begin flailing around, channeling this eldritch claw. So your arms begin glowing with this purple energy, and as you sort of begin thrashing about, trying to wrest your arms free, give me a say strength check.
Strength check.
Just quickly, when Jackson casts Chaos Bolt, he's gonna yell out to the others, "Something's got Mork!"
I got a 23 on strength check. I needed that 19.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, so you managed to sort of wrest your arms and head free. Still sort of roaring about as more of these things begin approaching you, and the ones that were just grabbing you that you've managed to get free of once again begin trying to reach at you.
Now that it's got sort of snapped into place that these A are not squishy and B want to pull him into the floor, he's going to start running around away from them, but sort of leading them, because he's quick. He can go like 80 or 120 feet around. He's just going to start running around just like, oh, shit!
Oh.
Hurry up!
Sweet. And yeah, Jackson, you yell out, something's got Mork. 3 of these creatures snap their head and begin heading towards you.
Oh shit. Immediately goes back to casting some Gus on some bones.
Okay, you got the distraction team, which is me and Cryo. Do weird stuff. We need the rest of you to figure out what to do.
Trying to see if the pretty shinies will help. I don't know.
Do it.
Yeah, so you've grabbed these well, you grabbed 2 of the artifacts. You grabbed the glass orb and the idol, but the bowl still remains.
Yes, that way she can see them closer. And when she does those 2, she'll look over at the ball. But she wants the 2 that have her main interest first.
Cool. Give me a second.
That is the ranger who is not meant to have detect magic is eventually going to get blinded because she doesn't know better.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did detect magic.
Why would you go blind?
Looking at these things, there is definitely something magical about them. However, they do not seem to conform to any sort of standard spell sort of category. But yeah, you can't really discern exactly what it is, but there is definitely something arcane about them.
And that's for all 3 after she looks at the first 2 and then at the third.
And looking at the third, yeah, that's the same deal. There's something about them.
Okay. So they... I don't know what these do. She sees what's going on. She's like, I have no idea what these do. And she'll probably go with the crystal orb and see if she focuses on it, if she does something and she doesn't know. She doesn't exactly know if these things can actually be hit.
Cool. Looking into this orb, there is sort of staring at it. It begins to shift from this clear color into this deep red.
Okay, Harry Potter.
What is the rest of them, you lot doing? Ambrose, Serena again.
His nose.
Holding still, just watching.
Okay.
Not seeing these bone guys like flinch at movement. Serena told everyone to hold still, so she's holding still.
Yeah, Ambrose is waiting until Snaros indicates that she wants more help.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, looking into this now deep red orb. You feel something channel into your hand, and it begins rushing up your arm into your eyes. Please select 2 people.
2 people?
Yes.
From her party or anybody?
2 people in that you are able to see.
Okay. Then that depends. Are Ambrose and Serena behind her still?
We're watching what you're doing.
Wherever we started when this all went off. We haven't moved.
It's probably, if she has to choose friendlies, or
We don't know if it's good or bad yet, babe. Could be fine.
Do it.
yeah, Harry and Mork.
Nope, just kidding.
I think fuck. Jackson's fine.
Yeah, who's Harry?
Please. First one bet.
Whoever the fuck you are, I'm too tired. I need more of this.
Cool.
Readable idiot.
Readable idiot and more.
Cool. More
Jackson.
Can
Looking
the
subby
two
as
of
fuck
you
today.
Please roll me a D100.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
100.
Ooh,
Rolling.
shit.
36.
38.
Oh. How within 2? Look at that. D100, bros.
I bid this much. I bid that much plus 1.
32 and 1 nickel.
Oh god, what did I do?
Mork.
Mm.
You were running sort of laps around the hallway, sort of leading these things away. You are now unable to move.
Like,
You just-
probably goes another 10 feet on his face. And...
Jackson.
Crap.
As hard as you try, you can open your mouth. No words come out.
Oh no.
It's okay, I need my mouth for what's about to happen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so no words come out, and now you are unable to cast spells that require verbal components. And you are unable to communicate vocally.
Can Snaros tell what's going on?
Well, you see Mork eat shit, and then suddenly
Do laser beams come out of her eyes? Do we see anything happen?
her eyes go this sort of dark red, and then suddenly Mork and Jackson just
Fuck. All
If
my
I was a-
spells, aside from Thunderclap, are verbal.
Yep.
underclap these cheeks.
That sorcerer life, though.
Just wish like throw some bones. Throw some bones to get them away.
You don't need material components, but you need to talk.
Serenia, staying still, is going to cast Message, staring at Snaros. How good is your aim?
I am an archer. I would hope very good.
Well, then don't break it. Throw me the orb.
Yeets the orb. To
How good is her
Compares to-
catching? I think that's the bigger problem here.
Roll me a dex check,
We're good at
Yeah.
these guys.
both of you.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Teen.
Okay. 18 plus 5.
22.
A number?
33.
23.
23.
And what did you get, Tay?
15. That's fantastic
Yeah.
for me.
I'm at least accurate.
Cool. Yeah. So you
Just to
throw
pull in
this.
and hold.
You throw this orb. And it sails across the room over the top of Mork, who is now on the ground with these things beginning to touch him. Serenia, it's close, but you do manage to catch this orb. It feels like a glass ball, but it's this deep red color.
I'm casting Identify.
Cool.
I'm putting the pearl from my necklace in my mouth, and I'm kind of like fiddling it around awkwardly and holding this orb, and I'm just muttering under my breath in a language that's not common, forgets what languages I speak. Abyssal. Muddling around in Abyssal. She's holding this orb.
What do
Muttering,
you say, Abyssal?
Muttering,
Um,
you
Abyssal, you
say.
say.
Yeah, muttering, you say. Creatures snap their head, begin moving towards you. But you do manage to identify this orb. This is a orb of magic.
Well, shit.
That's simple.
I could have told you that.
So is Mork still getting an attack now, or is everything focused on
Snares is going to grab some bones and throw them to the other side of the room.
So how do I use it? Does it require attunement? Any charges?
Well, actually, you've touched it. So, yeah. Pick two people.
Ambrose and Mork. Ambrose is beside her, and she's mad at him.
Cool.
Okay, before
Mork,
gets
please roll me a
worse.
D100. Ambrose, please roll me a D100.
38! What the fuck?
Fuck, I'll just say it now. Yeah, after seeing Mork eat shit, Jackson's gonna cast Thunderclap.
Clap these cheeks. Cool.
Oh,
What did
yeah.
you get, Ambrose?
4.
4.
On a D100, he rolled a 4. Shit.
4.
Well, now, to be fair, you have the same chance of rolling a 4 to do any other number.
4 might be good. We've
I don't know.
we've only
He's
tested.
He's referencing
Terrible.
something. He's
He's
referencing
rolling something.
Yeah, but out of 3 rolls between 2 people, we've only tested the 36 to 38 range so far. So 4 could be fucking fantastic. Who knows?
Cool. Mork.
Mm.
Fucking mute my guy.
Yeah?
I already sort of assumed he was anyway. When you said he can't move, I'm like, I'm assuming if he can't move, he
Yeah.
can't. And now, yeah.
And now there's nothing.
Now there's nothing.
You saw your pants, you can't do anything about it.
Ambrose,
Hi.
please select 3 people.
God damn it.
What?
Chris is like, pick me, I kill you. Pick me, the cow is dead.
Genuinely, pick me. I'm really interested to see what happens next.
Snaros.
Oh shit.
Ogun. Snaros again. Can I pick the same person twice?
Please no.
Roll.
Okay.
Fuck you, Snaros.
Okay. You have just cast Magic Missile.
Oh my god, this is the wild
what
magic
is magic
table.
missile
That's what's
damage?
happening here. 1d4 plus 4. 1d1 plus 1d4 plus 1 for each target.
Oh my god.
Snaros' first one is a 5. Second one is a 3.
Okay.
8 points of magic missile damage. Who was the other one?
4.
Ogun. Ogun gets, oh Jesus, 5 points. Magic missile
Force
damage.
damage.
Rolling them 4s.
Yeah. I rolled a 4 on the D100 too. Just 4s all around.
4.
4.
4.
So the second that happens, Ambrose blinks his eyes and rubs his fists into them and goes, I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. And I
And
know
all
that's
these
going
creatures-
to attract. Yeah, they all look at him. Sorry.
Serenia drops the orb into the bat bag. She just opens his little head and she goes plop and closes it up real fast and goes, alright, best you don't touch that again. Until we have a better
Thanos is-
understanding of what it does.
Snares is gonna grab the other orb thing, pick it up, and look at Serenha.
The other item
The bowl?
was a bowl.
A bowl. It is a bowl?
A cubic bowl.
Bowl.
Is the
Oh.
orb of magic a thing?
Bowl. No, this is a me
Add
item.
custom item. Orb.
I'm going to go
of
ahead and cast
magic.
Pass Without a Trace on the rest of us so that way we have a chance at not
Getting over there.
making noise. Well,
Mm,
yeah,
good idea.
I'm just gonna do it. Snaros hasn't said that she needs our help at all. I'm gonna stand there.
Thanos
But
did
pass
yell
without
to
a
throw
trace is
bones
on.
away from him.
Are we going 2 for 2? Oh god. Okay.
I'm hoping that now they've drawn them away by talking and I can't move or speak. They just don't know where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just on the ground.
I'm just there.
Yeah. While looking at Serenha, she's gonna hold up the statue and the bowl and motion. Like,
Now that she's held up the statue, can I see what it is?
You can see the statue. It's
I
a
tell
bit
what it
hard to
is?
tell from this distance, but it is feminine figure.
Serenia's gonna cast Prestidigitation 3 times, focused on a corner, just any corner that's far away from them.
Okay.
And it's gonna be 3 bouts of just musical noise.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, so just and as they all head off that way. And another one. And yeah. Cool.
Statue!
if so long as like Serenha motions to the statue, because she has them like wide apart, so that way it's easy to nod. She'll toss the statue.
Roll me a dex check.
Okay.
Also, Mork, during this time of you being unable to do anything,
Mm-hmm.
you've got some time to self-reflect. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
18.
22 on the dex check, by the way.
Cool.
16 on the dex check.
Sitting there thinking, I'm the big man now. I don't have to live in the stomach anymore. I can be out. I've been out a lot today. Is this how long it takes for stuff to... Why were we floating for so long? When can I get another sandwich? And why can't I move?
Why can't I move? Mork, it's almost involuntary. But you move. You get sucked away from this place. and these sort of, as people sort of look towards Mork, these glowing red eyes shut down to black, and then pick back up with this yellow light. The figure standing before you is still Mork, but there's a different being inhabiting it. Mary, this is an unfamiliar body. You can't move.
Can he speak?
You can't talk.
God, 1 minute I was in a room in a metal box, and now I'm trapped inside another man's body. And I can't move or speak. Well,
Anyway,
I'm going to broadcast in my brain very loudly. Why? Where am I? What the fuck is going on?
Yes, so you throw the statue across the room. Serenia, you catch it.
Casting Identify.
Cool. This is a idol of a god.
Okay, does it do anything? Does it require any attunement? Does it have any properties? Does it have charges? So the spell just comes back blank?
Pretty much, yeah. There is an arcane presence in the item, but whatever you've done, it's unable to identify anything of note.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Passes it to you, Ambrose. It literally does nothing. Like, I've got a buzz off of it, but my spell is apparently not strong enough.
Theros is focusing on the bowl in the meantime, looking it over like, why is this here? Why did it have magic?
Other than thinking that this thing is female. Oh, go ahead, Thomas. You haven't done anything in a while. Go. Do something.
Yeah, I was about to ask some. Ogin is watching that room to see if there's anything particular except for the globe and the little monster.
Sort of, not really. This room has clearly seen a lot of people. You can tell this by the various bodies in various states of decay on the ground. But other than that, you are in this room. It's boxed off. There's no windows. There's no doors. It is just a room with these dark teal cut stone walls and these crumbling pillars sort of lining the walls. These shadow creatures.
Yeah, and okay, and it is snails that have the idol.
The
the
idol Ambrose is currently holding.
Okay. I don't really know what to do. Fine.
Other than the fact that it is feminine in shape, are there any other identifiers on this woman? And it's made of teal, that same teal stone you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me Arcana, religion, or Arcana, religion, history, or investigation. Up to you.
They're all -1. Let's go. 8.
No, not really sure. Like it looks familiar, but you can't tell why.
I need to look up a god list. If anybody has, I know that Ambrose would know this, but I don't know this. So keep talking. I just need a sec.
Bull, darling.
Did the bull do anything when Snaros was like trying to investigate it before she tosses it over to?
Yeah, cool. So what do you do for the bowl?
She'd probably been holding it and then probably put her hand inside of it, as if to reach inside and pull something out. That's the best she can imagine with a bowl.
Yep.
To pull
This
something out of it.
this bowl is empty. But holding it, you notice that there is these sort of bumps on the edge of the bowl. It's a square-shaped bowl, but as you touch it, these bumps on it close into the walls of it. And as you reach your hand inside of it, you just touch the bottom of it.
Probably in better thought of a bowl, she'll sneak over to Serena to hand her the bowl.
Can Jackson talk yet, by the way?
Good question. Anyway.
Alright, well, Jackson's just gonna be in the corner, like, trying to say something, and then just, like, standing there patiently, waiting for these guys to do something.
I don't know if he has eyes on anyone, but if he can try and catch someone's eyes, he's just going to stare at them like a puppy waiting for food. Big yellow eyes, just like...
Jackson, you see these previously red eyes that are now glowing yellow, just looking at you. And this yellow glow is something that is familiar from when Mary is normally in control, and like it's normally Mary's form. His eyes are this yellow glow.
Jackson's just gonna, like, crouch in front of his head and just, like, wave in front of his eyes. Yeah, knocking his head gently and just try and, like, sit him up.
Mary, you are now like sort of sat upright, standing in front of Jackson.
Jackson's just gonna start looking at the others, like, stamp his stuff?
Oh no.
Whatever the word is, he's just gonna, like, try and get someone else's attention.
Okay. You definitely get something's attention. As you
Oh, those are
place your staff on the ground, 7 of these creatures just and begin moving towards you.
Alright, never mind. Jackson's just gonna pick up a bone and throw it at the other guys.
There's suddenly, as you're all investigating this bowl and this idol, a bone lands on the ground in front of you, creating a clacking sound as 7 of these creatures and begin heading towards you all.
Neros is going to snatch that bone off the ground and throw it at Jackson.
While all this is going on,
Yes.
so Ambrose is going through in his head. So I know that Fair is in prison. I know that, but that's I'm pretty sure Fair is a man. And Aona, you in there? Aona.
Can we go back to the part where Ambrose just said she knew something about a prison?
Don't ask questions.
Ambrose is a wild guy.
I need to bring up my notes now because you said Aona.
Yeah.
You call out to Aona. It doesn't seem to have any effect.
Goodness? Fears? Anybody? Anybody in there? Hello? My name's Ambrose, Ambrose Hollowbow. It's nice to meet you if you're in there. If you're not in there, I'm sorry that I'm just talking to this rock. Sock Puppet said that it's going to be a god in there. Or it's for a god, so I'm thinking that maybe it's one of y'all. Suvara?
Do I recognize the? I'm gonna go near Ambrose.
Ambrose would hand it
Right.
over readily. Just do you
to
think that you can get
try
them to talk? No, I'm not throwing it. Do you think that you can get them to talk?
I don't know. I'm gonna try it.
Give me a religion, arcana, history, or investigation check. Up to you.
Oh, so +0 and everything. I love it.
Better than mine.
That's 18.
Nice.
This idol. There is. It's not one god. This idol has been sort of made out of an amalgamation. It is it's displaying features of what Mera is commonly shown as, but it's also showing features of Solaris. Mera being the goddess of time, Solaris being the goddess of souls.
So it was Mira and forget the name, and I
Solaris.
analyzed the name, but Solaris. So
Do you share that?
I'm gonna share that with Ambrose. And I'm gonna try to call them out one at a time. Right. Selena, is that you?
Yeah, do
Oh, you're one of 53.
There is a sort of weird glow that you're able to see from this idol. It's a sort of comforting glow.
Did Ambrose see that too? Or is it just
Just a game.
Oh, it is a constant glow.
It's comforting. It is there.
I was asking if like it just did glow and fade out, or it's still glow.
It is still there.
Oh, I have a problem with that fucking name.
Solaris?
Solaris.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing's happening. Did you try Mara?
Oh no, something happened. Why you
What?
don't see it glow? You don't see it glowing?
No, nothing. No. It's glowing?
Yeah, for me it's glowing.
Keep talking to them. They're listening. Keep going.
I think I'm gonna need to ask question with yes or no.
Ask if Mara's in there too.
Is
Are we
Mara
having a
in
little
there?
god party in there?
Is Mera in there too?
You receive a shift in the glow. This sort of pale white glow sort of shifts, and it becomes this dark purple glow.
Okay, I'm gonna try a question. Oh yes, to see if it is yes or no. Sol is dead. Is Sol dead? To see what color will be the yes. That's why I'm asking.
This idol, this glow shifts. There is half of it glowing dark purple, other half glows pale white.
Okay, so it is a yes and no, yeah. Okay, so Mera is not in there, Ambrose.
What?
Mera is not in. It is only again forgot the name. Cannot put it in my head.
Solaris.
Yeah, Solaris. Yeah, it is just Solaris in this idol.
But you said that it was both of them on the face? Why would it have
Yes,
both of them on the
no,
face?
it could have been one or two, one of them or the two of them.
I don't understand, but if you're getting some sort of response from the old gods, you should keep going, because this is good. This is great. I wish they would have talked to me, but if they chose you, then they chose you.
So, oh yeah, is it possible to save you? That's what I'm gonna ask the idol. Or save you, or yeah.
The dark purple glow fades. It's now only bright white.
Is it a link to the sphere Solenia is having in her hand?
I don't have anything in my hand.
Snaros.
No,
Snaros handed her the bowl.
the orb was
The bowl.
put into the bag of holding.
Oh.
The bowl is the only other artifact left.
Yeah, so is it, so can we help you with the ball that we found?
The glow does not change.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Jackson,
Yes.
while you're sitting there, sort of talking to yourself about what's going on, suddenly your voice comes back.
Just as you're beating on Mary's head.
Marigold. You can move. No voice yet.
Give Jackson a cuddle and a little head pat.
I'm sorry, bro.
Well, good to see someone. Been in that box for fucking days. I'll try and get
Where
up
are
and
the
look around.
shadowy things?
Where?
Yeah.
They have been approaching. Oh wait, no. Yeah, you threw the bone towards the others, and then.
The bone got thrown back at me.
Yeah.
Yes,
Snaros
but
threw it
I
directly back at him.
but I
Jackson's
was
just gonna
talking
throw
with
the bone.
Ambrose.
Yeah.
What?
There is currently a swarm of about 7 of these shadow things approaching Ogin.
Jackson's just gonna throw a bone where no one is, as if he's done it a million times before.
Yeah.
And yeah, and before I speak again, I will wait for them to be a bit further away from me.
Yeah, so they get further away. Continuing.
It is only by yes and no. So I'm gonna go over to Snairos. Is that because she put the balls into her bag. I'm gonna. Sorry.
Serenya's got the ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sneros is handing bowl to Serenha for identify because she can't figure it out.
I'm gonna go to Serenia. Hi, Serenia.
This looks like it would hold a good dip. Oh, hi, Ogin.
Serenia, as you put your hands on this bowl, there's a few panels on the outside of this cubic bowl that are pressed in as you hold the bowl.
Sorry as I die. So it's a bowl and the sides are like, do they feel like there's like a pressure plate of sorts?
It's like a pressure plate / button sort of thing, yeah.
I'm just gonna squeeze.
Yeah. You can press sort of one for each hand.
Anything happen?
No.
Ogin, darling, can you put this under your arm for a minute and can you press the other two sides?
You say I will put the idol right under my chin and.
No,
Yeah,
Ambrose will
yeah,
take
like
it.
this.
Sneros
I'll-
is like,
I'll
no,
just grab
no.
it.
Because Sneros is still standing right there as well with free
Um,
hands,
but-
so she'll.
like they
Ambrose,
don't-
I don't want to give it to Ambrose because I don't want to break the link I have with it. I will explain it to Ambrose. I don't want to pass.
Then
it, I
how
don't want
about
to
you
break-
let me touch the bowl instead of you trying
Yeah.
to touch the bowl?
Okay,
All
touch
right.
it.
That's a
You
good
keep
idea.
that safe.
Okay, push the other sides. Just put
Alright.
some pressure on it, not too hard, but like lightly.
Alright. Like that. You
We're
say
pressing
when.
all four sides. Now.
Okay.
Isn't there a sixth side on it? Or...
Pressing this, these buttons, something shifts on the inside of the bowl, and a false floor of it opens, and within lies a rather simple looking, but it's a ritualistic dagger.
I'm gonna ask my idol. Do I need to stab you with that dagger?
Stab the rock?
And Sneros take the dagger out.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Where's the-
Snaros, you're now holding this dagger.
Anything else in there?
Asking if you need to stab the idol. There is the pale white glow continues.
Okay, so guys, we need to stab the idol with that dagger. I know it sounds a little bit funky, but
This stone idol that he is holding with this simple looking dagger, he is telling you
Honestly,
to stab it.
Ogin said more than 2 words. Serenia is on board. She trusts this guy. She thinks he's a prophet right now. Stab the fucking rock, my guy.
Feel Sneros
Ambrose?
trusts you.
Ambrose puts up his hands and says, can we just, real quick, can we just do one quick thing before we start stabbing stuff? Ambrose walks over to Mary and Jackson and says, hey, everybody wants to stab a rock that might be a god. Can you come over and help me with this? I'm really
I forgot
nervous.
they were here. Axel's
what?
just been so quiet.
Jackson walks over. Bacon, how do you know you're supposed to stab that statue?
because I think I made a link with it, and when I'm asking question, it is glowing and changing color.
Are you sure the color means what you think it means?
Yeah, because I asked a question that was true. That was absolutely a yes, and it didn't answer me good.
Okay, so if you asked it right now, if you are holding it, it would be
Yeah.
that color?
Yeah, am I holding the idol?
Yes. It
But yeah,
glows
I-
pale white.
Yes.
Do you
Mary's
want
going to come
stab
over.
it, or do you want me to?
Do I need to stab you? Saying to the idol, or yeah, do I need to stab you, or it can be someone else? Oh, but yeah, no, I need. Yeah, do I need to stab you? And after I'm gonna ask a question: if someone other than me stab you, is it okay?
It continues pale white.
Okay.
I think it should be Ambrose.
At that time, Ambrose walks over and says, "Hey, we shouldn't do this. It's all a bunch of lies, and we're in the house of the Oracle, so we probably shouldn't trust anything that says that it's an old god. I'm feeling real bad about this right now." I asked the powers that be, and they were like, "Oh, this isn't gonna work."
You're putting words in my mouth, but
Yep, I am
You're putting
correct.
words in my mouth.
This is what he takes away from the augury. I get to interpret it.
Mary joins everyone else, chucks a bone in the corner because everyone's just been sat around nattering really loudly, and then just pats Serenia
Yeah.
on the head and gives her like a side hug.
man. So Mork is now patting you on the head. It's still Mork's figure, but it's lacking the glowing red eyes.
She just stares.
He keeps like pointing at
Well,
his mouth and going
but
like,
Well, I stopped trying to make sense of this when I was stuck in a desert that never changed time of day. So, the options seem to be we either stab the statue, maybe get out, most likely not, or we try and come up with another solution with
What
whatever
if we
we
have to
have at hand.
sacrifice something? Dagger, it's a bowl. Drop a little bit of blood in it. You know.
So who wants to stab it? I'm gonna hold the
Let's
idol
hold
with
off
2
on
hands.
stabbing for now.
I volunteer to go keep the shadowy bad people. Wait for a minute. I don't think I should be a part of this.
Steros is going to look at Ambrose, and she's actually going to ask, are you sure that when you did your talking, they said don't do it?
I got a bad feeling.
She kinda
And
flipped
my
the
guts
dagger.
never stood me wrong before. Sometimes it's gas, but most of the time it's straight up.
So
Fucking
what-
relatable.
So what do you propose to get out? No, nothing.
I didn't say I had the answer. I just said I don't know if this is the right one. I just don't. I don't know.
Sometimes you need to do the bad one to do good.
What if we're hurting? What if we're hurting Solaris?
I don't think we have a choice unless someone else knows how to get out of here. How long have we even been here?
Hang on. Hang on. Let me try something. And Ambrose thinks real hard about another portal.
Let me try looking around. Maybe there's something we missed.
Maybe
With
we should
that-
clear out these things.
Let's go to a break. Because I really need to use the toilet.
For what?
Just
Pooping.
peeing your pants right now.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I'll just.
You
aim it
pooping?
up.
Been
Yeah, we'll be back with more.
wrong website.
Puzzling
Search
shenanigans.
the screen.
And we're back.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to hell. When we left off, the party was trying to decide whether or not they should stab a stone doll.
Yep.
Continuing.
Can you, in detail, please? First of all, describe the lighting level of the room. How lit up is this room?
As though it was a sunny day.
Okay. What is on the walls? Any hieroglyphs, markings, art, patterns?
It is the same sort of dark teal cut stone brick walls. Well, not the same, but like they're the same as the bridge, just up.
What about the floor? Any pattern, markings?
None that you can tell. It's just more of that sort of stone, but just littered with bodies.
Wow. While Snare sneaks around, does she see anything different? Place Serenha might not be able to see from a distance.
Nothing really. Like the most standout thing in this room is A, the creatures within. B, the structure, like the columns that are sort of along the wall. And 3, the corpses all over the ground, and the pedestals that had artifacts on them.
Okay.
Is there any markings on the pedestals, like if we get close enough to look?
There's sort of patterns and filigree on it, but there's no. It doesn't look like writing.
Well, officially confused.
Bruce is gonna go say a prayer to somebody. To boop 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 boop. To Solaris. We're gonna say Solaris. And just sit down on the ground quietly. And reach out the way he always does, which is by letter. Dear Solaris. Hey, it's Ambrose again. Ambrose Hollyback. So, you're talking to this doll that says it's you. I don't know if it's you. You just let me know if it's you. We should, because there's a whole bunch of souls down here, and they're lost. Can you help me? Help them out a little bit? Love, Ambrose.
Roll me a D100.
One.
Fuck.
I mean, I'll
So
roll
this-
just in case, but
And
One.
you just see one that reply, sorry for you, Ambrose, but this is the wrong person.
Ambrose has managed to
Isaac
connect
burst through the wall.
with Jesus.
As you're writing this letter,
Dictating is a strong word. Dictating. Yeah. Go on, sorry.
text, speech to text. The letter sort of corrodes and is just sort of disintegrated. You receive no response.
Accidentally replied all to the email. Is that what you're saying, Thomas?
Like typical misclick. Like,
You accidentally CC'd in all the gods.
That's all he's doing. He's just gonna keep doing that, but he's gonna keep failing. That's what he's doing.
I think we should have to stab it, friends. Oh, you got the message. We have a knife. I don't see us getting out of here any other way. Ambrose, dear, close your eyes.
Mary, you can talk.
Snaros, do you have the knife, darling?
Eros will come over and hold up the knife. Just nods.
Well,
And
that
hold
was a
it and
strange.
Get your fingers out of the way.
That was a strange version of events. Howdy. What's everybody doing? What's going on here? We stabbing
We're
stuff?
stabbing a rock, darling.
Yes.
Stabbing
You
stuff.
all, when you look at this voice of Mary, you see Mork's body, but coming from within is Mary.
I was about to say, Marigold?
Yeah, I feel
How
kind
was
of
this-
weird. Like I'm stuck inside a tree. But it moves
So
kind of.
close. Did I just hear Haas?
Unfortunately.
Wait, is he Marigold now, or is he just smart?
No, he's
Sorry,
he's
Professor.
Marigold. He's Mary into Mork.
Yeah, I know, I was just making a little joke.
You can solve this later. Is the statue
Oh,
ready to
sorry.
get stabbed?
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Ogin, keep your fingers out of the way, please.
And Snaros will stab. a
Okay,
statue.
go stab me. Okay, I'm holding it right next to his chest. Don't worry.
Snaros deviates just a little.
Right away.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh, she used to be good at those.
Why did you say that? You will roll like a 2.
Oh no.
How would
This
you
would
like in
sound
that
promising.
one?
She jinxed it.
Oh,
She jinxed
And
it.
there's the knife goes through Ogin's heart. Bye.
You,
So good.
whoever said something about rolling bad?
No,
You jinxed
you were the one to jinx you.
I did not. Someone said roll a 2. I did not say
No.
that.
I said because you said you were good, you will roll a 2.
I said I used to be good. So if anything, it just
All
proved
right,
my
tell
fucking
us
point.
how we die.
No, because
So-
I'm getting stabbed by something that's supposed to liberate a god, so I don't know what will happen.
So
It kills you.
you go to try and stab this idol. But there's a strange sort of interference, like almost like your actions aren't your own for a brief moment. And as you go to stab this idol, your hand deviates. And you don't stab the idol. You don't stab Ogin. But when you look, sort of, you regain yourself, you regain your consciousness. Your hand is now bleeding. Please take 4 points of piercing damage.
well, that could have
Okay.
been worse.
And suddenly you've got a thought that you don't want to stab this thing, someone else can do it.
Mary!
He'll literally just drop the knife and back away from it. Just
Mary, I see that you want to stab something.
Well, sure, beats being sat in a box by myself for days.
I'm gonna check if Thanos is better.
Give me the stuff, and I'll pick up the dagger and the thing and shank.
I will give you the dagger, but I will hold the idol.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll shank you.
POV, you
Yeah,
asked the
so
time
you
in
okay?
London.
You want to get stabbed?
What blood?
When he happens to touch the idol, I change it so he stabs me.
Okay.
Yeah, so, Mary, you pick up the knife. Simple knife. And you, begin trying to stab this idol. Please roll me a strength check.
15 plus 19.
A 19. Cool. You go to try and stab this idol. And it's almost like you hit a barrier before you can actually impact it. But you sort of push through it and keep on going. And as you strike an impact into this idol, the dagger, this stone idol, just gives way, and the dagger just sinks into it as though it was sinking into flesh.
Ew.
And an ear-piercing scream of pain echoes throughout the room. All these creatures as well, all even bring their hands up to what would be their ears and like sort of block their ears. And this ear-piercing shriek of pain, this female voice screaming in pain echoes through the room, and blood begins to drip from the idol.
Well,
What did?
I did it. And just back away.
That didn't sound good. Everybody okay?
Serenia's gonna take the bowl and put it under the dripping blood. And
We're all
just
fucking
catch some of
ambos.
it.
The blood
So-
begins to drain into this bowl, and some glowing runes begin to appear.
Is that what we
Yeah,
were
sorry.
supposed to do? I will just see if it's still glowing or not.
There's nothing.
It's
The
dead.
bowl's glowing now. Friends, if I could please turn your attention to this bowl that does not have dip in it but blood.
Mm-hmm.
She shakes it at you guys. I mean, it's dip if you're adventurous. Anything could be dip if you try hard enough. It's glowing.
I don't know what's been happening so far, so I'm going to assume that glowing is good. What do we do with
Open my
it?
eyes now? Should I open my eyes now?
You
Sure.
can open your eyes now, darling.
No.
Where's the little doll?
The doll is still there.
Just with a dagger in it.
Has anything changed about the doll? Other
It's
than
got
it has a
blood.
dagger in it.
It's got blood pouring out of it.
Ambrose casts healing word at 3rd level on the doll.
And I'm gonna remove the knife at the same time.
Yeah, so you pull the knife out of the doll. And Ambrose, you cast Healing Word on the doll. Healing Word seems to have no effect.
I'll still confused with what's been going on and remembering what he was trying in the box. Mary will try mending on it, if he can. I don't know.
The wound, quote unquote, in the doll's chest where it's been stabbed seals over. And the blood stops pouring.
Well,
Does anybody recognize any of these runes? And she points to the glowing symbols on the bowl.
There's take a look.
are
Kind
they
of man,
takes
can
a look.
this-
are they common, draconic, or elvish?
No.
Nope, no idea.
Are
Are they
and-
abyssal, celestial, or primordial?
Celestial.
Are they
Yeah,
common?
okay.
Are they common?
It's the alphabet, guys. We're just learning our ABCs.
Yes.
I also thought Nikki
Jackson
was
realised
eating an
that,
Uncrustable, and now I'm sad.
I'm eating toast.
Just, cooked bread.
Toast.
What Jackson want to do?
Most bread is cooked.
Jackson's gonna look at the symbols.
Looking at them, they're hard to make out.
Are you making it with a bowl, Jackson, you weirdo?
It's been a while for him.
Look, man, if you're falling through a void long enough, anything looks good.
Oof.
Jackson, I'll go for it.
Cryo's love life be like.
Oh.
Same.
Jackson
Oh,
was
bestie.
just retaining himself to not go
Same
to go
path.
all wild on the little thing in the room.
It says the life has drained. Return the life from where it came.
Ambrose, why don't you go ahead and cover your ears?
All right.
And Justin's gonna repeat that out loud for the others to hear.
Can you repeat it for Nikki to hear? Because I didn't write it down.
The life has been trained, return the life from where it came.
Yeah, the life is
Close
drained.
enough.
Return the life from where it came. So what, are we supposed to put the doll in the bowl?
Would be the best guess.
Well, I hate to point it out, but maybe the life came from all these, and he just motions to all the dead bodies and skulls and shit on the floor. Because it's still like a hellhole sort of place, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is a bunch of bodies all over the ground. But looking around, because your focus has been mostly on these dolls, you've noticed that these shadow figures are no longer present.
All day.
Last thing we saw them
Sorry,
do
is
was
it-
cover their ears when they screamed, and then they were gone.
Ambrose, you can. Oh, hang on. Jackson's just gonna like pull Ambrose's hands down. You can listen now.
Serena's gonna
Ah,
dip her fingers in. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say
Okay.
something real dumb. You can go ahead.
Serena's gonna dip her fingers in the blood and just like sprinkle it on some bones,
The drops.
salt-based
begin-
style.
Where the drops land, they begin to glow.
Big thinking.
Should I just dump it? Should we put all the bones in a pile?
You sure we shouldn't try putting the doll in first, since the blood did come from the doll?
Then surely we'd
The
be,
doll had to get blood still.
Blood came from the doll.
surely we'd just be going in circles if we put it back in.
It wants us to put the blood back where it came from. When she went to put it in a body.
Which is true. From what I've found out so far, I don't think that rock idle things usually make blood. Something probably put it in there.
Do you want to drink the blood then?
No, I think Serenya's doing the right thing, pouring it on the bodies where the blood may have come from.
Serenya's
Just
gonna
look
put
at
her
it, I
hand
wanna laugh.
over Ambrose's hands and cast prestidigitation, so Ambrose just hears like some twinkly music. I think we have to put the bones in a pile and then dump the blood on it. Return the life to where it came from.
I'll start
See what happens.
like a dude with a rake, start just getting all the bits together.
I'll take it.
I feel like we're
I'll
gonna,
keep. Sorry, go Jackson. Talk. Your party leader, after all.
I feel like we're gonna make some gross amalgamation of whatever those were, but sure, let's do this.
Keep Ambrose's hands distracted while I balance the bowl on my knee.
Lorenha will take.
Give
sorry.
me a dexterity saving throw.
Neros is going to take the bowl. Fuck. I said Lorenha's going to take the bowl. No, I meant Neros.
You can have the bowl. I'm keeping Ambrose distracted. Let the lads pull some rocks.
Balance the
whatever
ball
they're
on my knee. If that isn't a southern saying.
Daddy always said, what was it?
Papa always said I balance that bowl on my knee.
Pop
it's-
always said, blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
Yeah, well, you're getting skulls and all that, alright.
Can't wait for that to
Done.
be attributed to me as something that I said.
Yes, Ambrose starts just ripping and tearing.
Monday.
Do 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 do.
Papa always said, get me another beer.
So whenever
That's probably
they
more accurate.
get the bones together, Neros will pour it out if that's what the party wants to do.
Yeah, so Mary manages to gather all of these bones into a pile.
Probably the least squeamish. Just like, shit. It's just bits of meat. Just bits of meat.
Now we pour over the human oil.
Yep.
And we're doing a pentagram with the bones.
Fuck.
What happens, Wombat? What happens when we pour the blood on the bones?
You pour the
Then
blood
we're-
onto the bones. The where the blood lands on the bones begins to glow. And
Made a
eventually,
pentagram.
as it coats the bones, they all begin to glow, and this mound of bones begins to melt down into a sort of liquid on the ground, which then continues melting into the ground, creating a hole which is glowing this bright white light.
Okay, Ambrose, darling, you can listen now. Takes her hands off his head.
Down the hole? As Neros is setting aside the bowl.
Down the
Maybe
hole.
we should ask its permission first.
Neros goes down.
Entering a lot of things.
Ambrose leans down to the white light. Hello, do we have your consent to be inside you?
Yes.
Please.
It's a resounding yes.
Hang
So
on now,
that
that
means
sounded
that
a
we
little
can-
too eager. Maybe we should
Yes,
Do
do
you-
it. Jump into me.
You
Neros
think
jumps
that
into the hole.
drinking
gonna
because then
gonna
it's
bring
not.
out a fridge-sized condom from my suitcase and put it on first for my entire body before I jump in there.
They're fucking like full
Just-
body
it's
condoms
just
from
a wet
Naked
suit.
Gun.
That's it.
uh,
No, but
Oh my
I'll
God.
sad Prius hug.
Sad Prius Honk will jump in first to check it's okay.
Excited Prius honk.
Neros is
Honk.
already down.
Hajonk.
Yeah, Neros went down.
I'm
It's
eating
Neros
the
is-
idol.
Snaros is the foreplay in this situation. It's fine. Mary, keep going. You're good.
Yonk.
two biggest people go in first. Makes it very easy for the rest of the people go in.
Well, you generally
Hot
you want
dogs down
to
the
start
hallway, you're
with
fine.
2. You don't want to jump straight in with 3. You want to start with 2 and be gentle.
Yeah, if you start with the biggest two, then it's all shit.
Unfortunately, Mary
No,
shaped
do
sort
this-
of like a
do
big
this for
toe,
15
so
or
you
20
know.
more minutes. Do it. Keep going.
It's like going in
Keep
with a
going, keep
finger and a
ripping.
big toe.
There it is.
Oh
Oh,
god.
look, a button.
I haven't even been drinking or anything. Like, this is just. Yeah. Yeah.
This tangent is brought to you by Prius.
Yeah. Well, we've killed Nikki, which is. It's on my list for today.
Jackson's just got to prod around the circle, like, I can't find it.
Make an investigation roll.
It's right there!
God.
Nat 20, you still can't feel it.
Casts grease on the circle. No luck.
So Ambrose is going in the hole.
Yeah,
Bet he is.
There we go.
That's what she said.
We got the three biggest people down the hole.
I'm gonna say I jumped in first.
Should make it real easy for everybody else to
Thanos
get
jumped in first.
I jumped in
Jackson
first.
jumps in, the hole just isn't in yet.
The hole doesn't respond to Jackson's input. The hole's still like, yes, it's fine to come in.
Left the game. Woman, are you still there?
He's
here.
messaging his therapist right now, like, yo, you got a sec?
Can we
What's
extend
the-
our next
Don't
session
understand.
from 2 hours to 5?
You don't understand. It's an emergency.
Like, can we do next
What-
session like 5 hours instead of 1? And...
Oh god.
What's
Alright.
inside the hole,
Yeah.
DM? What's inside the bright white hole?
Weirdly enough, this only started because someone asked for consent before going in the hole. If we just went in the hole, no one would have said anything. But as soon as it went to
be fair.
consent,
To be fair, I would try to be like, Snails just jumps on in, but then here comes Nikki. Do we have your consent?
Wasn't Nikki, that was Ambrose.
Ambrose, sorry. Wrong name.
Nikki doesn't ask for consent.
damn right she
I
didn't.
know.
Jesus.
These jokes are not the actual thoughts and feelings of any of the cast exposition members.
We're just all really fucked up people.
Should have seen what she did to that turtle in the zoo. Fucking hell.
What?
Don't talk about the turtle.
Chris
What's
was
on the
wanting to
inside of this
file-
whole DM?
Chris defiled an alligator. It's
Moving on,
fine.
Please.
moving on, guys.
Help. Bring us
Actually
back
kinda
onto the
did.
train.
Come on, DM, get us there.
Damn.
We're all in the hole. You might as
It
well
was
just
on
get
the
us
rails.
there.
Harder, DM, please. Thank you. They don't call us
Rails.
Tommy Mommy for nothing.
Hijonk.
Alright,
Okay.
jumping
It's
into
all-
the glory hole.
Um, you all go through this hole, and you.
Who was that?
Had to be cryo.
It's like,
Look,
What a
we were
guy.
checking that hole for like 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
Wombat takes 7 points of psychic damage.
Nah, man, I'm dead.
he's been dead.
Yeah, like you're not even making death saving throws, just full dead. Like
The
too
DM
much, so
is
it's like
dead.
double over.
He
The
wants a
DM
new
is dead,
character.
the world is destroying himself.
Hmm.
Everything makes no sense.
Did we make it? Are we finally there?
No, you will die.
Fuck.
We did just
Better
jump into
being
a
in hell.
mystical hole. It could definitely happen.
What a way to go. Anyway.
Said it seemed too
Yeah.
eager for us to jump in.
Where do we end up now?
appear in this large chamber. It is a large circular chamber. More of these walls these dark teal stone walls. There's various stairs that lead down to a almost like it's a sort of lecture. There's like a ring platform in the middle with a lectern on it. And on that lectern sits a book. And behind the lectern stands a man. A very old man. And looking up at you all, yes, I'm glad you made it. You're finally here. And that is the end of this week's session.
Does this guy look familiar?
Bitches.
No.
Damn.
What do you
Does
think it was,
look
Jasper?
familiar?
No. No, I was wondering if it was one of the people in the house. Like, we jumped all the way through and then we got through. He's like, well, fuck, that took you long enough. I'm like, don't you fuck with me.
That's what she said. Took you long enough.
We finally came.
Alright.
We all start blasted. I can't breathe.
Thanks everyone for watching and for playing this session.
Yeah, thanks for going
And
crazy
for
in the subs
everybody
as well.
who the
Yeah.
shit ton of subs in chat today.
Thank
pals.
you. Thank you for that. You guys are great. Thank you for.
That was fun.
Thank you for putting up with us, chat.
Yeah.
They don't have a choice.
Wait.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Thank you for seeing us stab an idol.
Thank you
Drink
for
some
seeing
water,
us
you
make a bunch of
thirsty
whole
little
jokes.
whores. All you little whores look real thirsty. Drink some water.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Okay, Thomas.
It was...
If you want to do that, that's up to you.
Yeah, the voice in my head. The voice in my head.
That was fucking stare us in the dark, like the constant voices
Learn
talking
something
shit.
new
Like,
about
"What
all
was
of you every time we play.
it?" Huh?
I didn't.
Nothing.
I didn't learn anything.
Enjoy,
Wow.
sweets.
Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for putting up with us. We're glad you could send.
Jesus.
On it.
Okay.
Thomas's input for the end. Yep.
We're just gonna cast you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh wait, I do it, don't I?
Like,